RetroGamingNow, and we are back with Torchlight, and in this episode we're hopefully going to finally take down the final boss, Ordrak. Now if you've been watching the previous episodes, you know that we tried to face him once before, and we got, what's the word? Oh yeah, pummeled. So we had to spend the last episode grinding, we got some levels, and now we're just going to get prepared and ready to go. So, our important things are going to be these potions. You see I've slowly been stockpiling them as we've been playing. And so, hopefully we don't need them. I've actually changed my battle style quite a bit since you guys have last seen me. It's not that I've changed it. What I did during the grind was a little different because we're now more focusing on being a minion-based kind of a player as opposed to a summons-based kind of a player. And as a result, that's going to adjust how we're going to play. So for example, what I will do is I'll spawn a skeleton, so I hit 3. You can spawn a skeleton. And so I'll get all of these guys up and ready to go, and then I will use 5. And that's going to put this burning bind, which will cause them to attack faster and do more damage, increases it by 90%, so that's as if we're having a bunch of extra ones. And then I'm just going to stay and move around. So we have this much upgraded spear, which does 600 damage, and I can get some shots in if I need to. But, well, I'm hoping for success. I don't know what's going to come. I don't know if we're going to get that success. But, we've changed it, and we've tried to upgrade ourselves. And now it's time to see what happens. So, the other thing is, we got about half of Ordrak's health taken away a few episodes ago. But, if you watched that episode, we died many times, multiple times, and that was when we realized we were vastly underprepared for Ordrak. So I think right now I'm at a point where there's I think the chance that we're going to defeat him is much higher. Once we get in the fight a little bit, we'll get a sense of where that's at. Another thing is I'm no longer using my Ember Lance as doesn't do any damage against these dragon enemies he spawns.
Ordrak, receive my sacrifice.
Alright, so we gotta start over. That's okay. So there he is. Ordrak. We're prepared. Our blessing, and let's see what happens. So level 30 Dragonkins. We need to be taking these guys out as they're going to heal him at some point. So when these guys die, they go and they heal him up. So we want to make sure we're still doing some damage. And so the nice thing is, I deal a fair enough damage by hand to help them out. So it's going to be some time just to see if I can take these out while my friends are slowly dealing some damage to Ordrak. And right off the bat, it seems as though they're making some moves. I have to be happy with where we're at least initially. So pull some of these guys back up. Do a group heal. Group buff. And now there's more of these, so reach on over and use that potion. I'm going to use my blast here. And need to slowly deal a little bit more damage to these. The issue that we've had in the past is just when there's way too many enemies. And so hopefully we've done enough to deal with that. If not, well, then we haven't, you know? So right now, yeah, there we go. He's dead, but the thing is that just goes to heal him. But we're getting some damage done. So pull these guys up, make sure I'm always full and ready to go. And we'll blast him, heal everyone up. My pet needs some health. Bring another one of the guys up. Rinse and repeat. And you can see they're actually doing some damage to him. So that's a big difference, is they're able to get some solid hits on them, which they were not able to do in the past. Now, it may not make sense for me to be in there attacking them But I don't know, maybe if I can get in here, get a couple of extra. But really, this is what we need to be concerned about, is when these dragonkin show up. And so I've got this area effect spell, which I will use when possible. Go ahead and buff everyone, heal everyone. And I'll work on these enslaved while everyone else hopefully can take out some dragonkin and possibly get some more damage on Ordrak. I'm going to move out of the way there. I always want to make sure I have space. I have to be fighting in space or else I'm going to just die, because I need that escape outlet. Or else things are really going to go bad for me. Alright, so it looks like well, I can't tell. So I'm just going to go ahead and buff everyone, bring everyone back. Alright, yes, we are doing considerably better than last time. There is a very real and tangible difference. And I think we're going to be fine. So that would be a good time to use a mana potion. Haven't needed to do that so far. Get everyone buffed up again, heal, and bring up another one of these. Buff up again. And that blast. And you see, he does get healed a little bit by that. But that's okay, we can deal with that. So we need another one of these. Heal up. Ooh, get out of the way. 3, 5. Yeah. So this more passive, distance-based approach seems to be working better. I just, again, want to make sure I don't run into bad positioning where I have no way of escaping. Alright. So now let's do the cycle again. Continue to get as many minions on the ground as possible. Oh yeah, we're halfway done, yes. Okay, seriously making some damage now, making some good headway. Now what's interesting is those healing blobs, if they hit the wall, they don't actually heal them. So that's a nice thing to know. I'm not sure how that affects what we can do. Oh yeah. Yes, let's see. Move out, wait, what? Okay. Hang in there. Alright, here comes some enslaved, so this is a good way to do an area effect blast. Pummeled! It's very, very satisfying. So we get a health potion in there. 3, 5, get this guy back up. Make sure I've got both of my things, my golems. Alright. So we're being pretty effective at forcing him away. Alright, so move around the side, move around the side. Pick up these potions, and whew, I can see the end. The end is in sight. Yes, this last episode of grinding really did pay off. I'm going to defeat him without any deaths. Just because I know the strategy now. I think the other problem is, like, the strategy I was using, which is the Ember Lance, is very ineffective, and that's just an issue. Oh. Alright. I want to be the one that actually kills him. I think we're maybe a little far away from that. Maybe not. Beast Slayer 1. And Ordrak has fallen. Pick up the multitude of things he dropped, and I have too much stuff in my inventory. So much for needing all these potions. I didn't even transform my pet. I had fish, too. Huh. Alright, well, let's see what shows up over here. We got this, Something was a mysterious necklace. Morlock's crazed insignia, unique trinket. Interesting. Okay. So let's go ahead and explore the rest. You can see there's all these golds and stuff dropped from the dead. Yep. The guys who just finished dying. Let's go through here. Waygate to town. Oh, Sill's here.
You have done so much for Torchlight and for me. I cannot thank you enough, my friend.
The Dark Ember. I do not yet understand it. Does it have any purpose now that Ordrak has been destroyed? Ordrak harnessed the energy of an entire mountain of ember, but he could never leave the focal point of his web. He was a prisoner of his own power. But was the Dark Ember meant to free him? That would mean it had the power to channel energy directly from the focal point. Imagine it. The power of an entire mountain of ember in the palm of my hand. I have so much more to learn. I may not be leaving Torchlight for quite some time.
Uh-oh, now my character's interested in the Dark Ember. So let's go back to town. As we have defeated the final boss, this time around it was much more in line with what I expected. Posed a little bit of a challenge, but it felt pretty fair. I think that I just didn't know how to approach the fight.
The cycle is broken. Ordrak will not consume Torchlight as he did so many other civilizations. And yet the corruption remains. Perhaps some part of his spirit lingers even now. I will remain here a while to ensure the town is safe. I understand that you must continue your journey, but there are still unexplored chambers below. You will have to deal with the twisted creatures there eventually, and the treasures you find may prove useful. You have done...
So did she give me another quest? Let me just take a look. Vast man is asking you to find a piece. No, these aren't from Sill. See, I never found this. I remember this. We got this at the very beginning of the game, and I have no idea where that dungeon is. Primal Ember. Huh. Anyways, I think that's the end of the game. What does he have to say? It's been a long journey for you. If you wish, you may retire. Be forewarned, retirement is permanent. Upon retirement, you may pass down one of your items as an heirloom to your descendant, and it will be further enhanced. Your descendant will receive the benefit of your fame and begin their own journey with increased skill. Come speak to me again when you wish to retire. Alright, so just like Fate, we can choose to retire and we can send something down. Now my other question though, the shared stash, that's like permanently shared, right? I'm not sure. So the question is going to be, what am I going to retire with? I don't have any like really powerful weapons I've used, and the thing is all these would take a long time. So the question, I have to think, is there any really good jewelry? That seems to be the one that makes the most sense, right? Kind of like back in Fate, is we want something that I can use immediately, but I just want to see if any of my jewelry is especially useful or not. So I would say this is not great. Shoot, I don't know. It's like we don't have anything that's really good, So... I don't know. Oh, and I forgot. Things can require levels too for rings. That is unfortunate. In that case, oops, I think I should just submit my best item, which I think is this. This has to be my best item. So I'm going to send this over. And we're going to say goodbye to this world of Torchlight real quick. Let's look at my journal. It's around normal. 0 ancestors. Took 11 hours, 9 minutes. 224,000 gold, 34 levels, 52,000 steps, 56 quests, and 31 deaths, most of these to Ordrak from the previous game. Alright, well that's one thing I didn't use a whole lot, is transmutation. I don't really know how that works. I have to look into that if I keep going. Okay. Make sure it's the right thing. In one of my fake games, I accidentally submitted the wrong thing. Alright. Let's do it.
Bye!
Bye! Passing the torch. Alright, so now we can choose our descendant. And I was just the alchemist. We could be a vanquisher. Or a destroyer. Let's be a vanquisher. And I need a character's name, right? Well, Valdrak. That seems kind of like a name that would do. Because in Fate I always use the random name generator. This kind of seems like a name that would come out of that. We're going to do a cat this time. Spot. Let's call him... Freckle. I don't know. And we'll start on normal again. I thought that was a pretty good difficulty.
The disturbances in Torchlight were more severe than I expected.
And then it starts a new game. So you can see, just like Fate, I start out with a level up. Because I have a... not a level up, a fame up. Anyway, this has been RetroGamingNow, playing Torchlight. I'm glad that we finally were able to defeat Ordrak after such a difficult start. If we go back, we can take a look at Retro. Retired. Alright, anyways, it's been RetroGamingNow. Me right there, I'm a ghost now, playing Torchlight. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.